Hi, my name is Jacqui Krystal and welcome. This is LYFE, our life segment, and it's called Love You Forever, or Living Your Fullest Evolutionary Existence, which is the way I like to see it, or Experience of Life. I bring in a guest from the community, and Andrew has totally been roped in today, so thank you, Andrew, appreciate it. So, Andrew, lead the way with a question and we'll see what comes forward.
The question for you.
Yes.
Okay. Why is it that the more giving people in the community or in relationships and that sort of thing,
Yes.
the more caring, giving people tend to be treated more poorly or taken for granted? Is it human nature to do that?
Really good question.
Or why is it?
Yeah. So I'm looking at from many filters and many angles in connection with that question. So yes, it is human nature, but what is human nature? Well, human nature, if it believes in scarcity, if it believes in a lack in life, if it believes it's never going to have its cup full, and there's always a fear that sits underneath it, which is how we're educated generally by mass population or from very young in survival mode, then there's going to be this element in us that will believe that it has to take. So those that give a lot don't necessarily have that fundamental in them. They don't subscribe to a norm or a conditioned response. Or they choose, like even if they've got that in it, they choose to lead with their hearts, which is where the openness comes in. However, being a sensitive person that does lead with their hearts, you might get to points of disillusionment because people might be using you, or you might feel like there is like no point, people aren't receptive. And that's actually something for us to look at a little bit further as to what part of us needs to heal this planet or needs to maybe even receive a certain expectation in return from giving. So it's a twofold experience. If it's an issue for you to give and not receive anything, then it's time to look at what's happening in you in response to what your motivations are with that. But just to not change yourself, just to recognise that if you do it, it has to be absolutely unconditional and leave it there. If it's not affecting you but you're noticing it, then it's, which is more, exactly, you're just noticing it, exactly. Then it's more the fact that it's actually, what you're noticing is a condition of society and a condition at a human level, obviously, of experience. And that at some level, like you're noticing of that means that it might be something that you would like to see changed in this world. On the other side of it, what's their motivation for doing it? Generally, it's a fear, a lack of trust, something that just feels like it goes without unless it takes its own. And again, I really do feel it's quite an epidemic. But how to return to that for them is to be more open-minded, to be less suspicious, as we were talking before a little bit about, to be more open-hearted. And the only way really to do that is to educate them. Because they're not going to know that necessarily.
Well, it's conditioned that way.
Aren't they? It is a condition. Yeah, definitely. I mean, people organically aren't necessarily born into needing to take. Like as babies, we expect to be given, but as mature adults, we have to get through that program, not be in the baby-like model of who we are. And that's what it means to, to grow up, to get wise, to mature. But a lot of people stay stuck in that little baby mentality or the inner child mentality. So yeah, we want them to mature, and the way we do that is we lead the way with who we are and in the best and open heart. Always hold the space for grace. Yeah. Cool. What a great question. Thank you. That's awesome. Okay, I'm going to say goodbye, everyone. Tune into JacquiKrystal.com, and thanks again, Andrew, for being here, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.